So 5 levels says, does running the front tower speakers in full range without a sub going to harm the speakers? Fantastic question. I know a lot of guys, I won't say a lot of guys. I know there are guys out there that run their front speakers in full range. This actually might be another reason why you might want to, and you would definitely benefit from running an amplifier with that setup. If you're wanting to run full range, this is where those speakers could definitely dip down into that lower resistance. Prime example, my original Klipsch RF7s. I was told that, and I don't know this for a fact, but I was told from the guys at Klipsch that during certain frequencies, they would dip down to like 2 point something ohms. So that's pulling a lot of power out of an AVR. And so if I've got, 7 speakers, 11 speakers, 9 speakers, and I'm running those fronts as full range, that's going to demand a lot of power, a lot of juice from that power supply in that AVR. So that would be another, reason that you might want to run an amplifier. But as far as, is it going to harm the speakers by running them full range? Here's my only concern about running full range. Now for music, totally cool. My hesitation running speakers full range during movies is sometimes there's some really low content. And I actually did this one time with, I think it was my RF7 2s. I was like, I'm just curious. I want to see, these have big dual 10-inch drivers, right? And I played some kind of clip from a movie. I don't remember what movie it was, but it played some crazy low notes. And let's just say this, it didn't sound good. They were taking, that speaker was being driven a lot harder than what it was intended to. So I tend to recommend, I prefer running my speakers small, letting the subwoofer handle those low frequencies. That's what it was designed to do. I don't think you're necessarily going to harm the speakers, but again, what volume are you doing? What kind of content are you feeding it? Ryan, what are your thoughts on running full range or towers in full range without a sub?
I mean, if you're running them without a sub, it's what you want to do.
Well, I mean, I know you have to. I guess, I probably missed that. Now that I think about it, I'm like, wait a minute. He did say without a sub. I was going on like, I know. All right, my bad. But it's still what I was saying as far as if you're watching movies with that, just realize I would just be real careful. I wouldn't go crazy cranking these things. Just know their limits, and depending on the quality of the speaker, some speakers have protection circuitry in there and it's not going to allow them to play certain frequencies below what they're capable of. But I just know from personal experience, when I played them full range, it didn't sound amazing. They were being driven beyond, and that definitely can hurt them if they're like over excursion. Like you play, all right, think about the Edge of Tomorrow. When the beginning plays, it's playing like a 15 hertz sine wave, 10 hertz sine wave. Feed that through a set of, towers or bookshelf speakers full range, and you put it at reference volume, you might be smelling some smoke. So I'd just be careful. So definitely great question though. Any other thoughts, Ryan?
No, just be careful with EQ because if you boost too high, especially on those low frequencies, you'll fry them.
Yeah, 100%.
Some drivers. But no, there's no harm in doing what you're doing.